Hey, what's up, Eagles Nation? It's your guy, Cool Eagle, back here within the video. Just want to come talk to you guys right quick. I've seen this question on Twitter that I want to talk to you guys about Eagles fandom, because I know if you're like me, like you're an Eagles fan that lives in a different state, and when you meet an Eagles fan that's actually from Philly, they're wondering why you became an Eagles fan, how did you become one, and why aren't you a fan of the Sixers? Well, here's why I became a fan of the Philadelphia Eagles. And it all started in 2003, 2004. And that was around the time Michael Vick was the Randy Moss of quarterbacks then. That was around the time the Falcons were a hot team. The Eagles were going to back-to-back NFC conference games. But that's beside the point. I originally started out as an Andre Johnson fan. When he came out the University of Miami, I thought that he was another T.O. wide receiver, a really good deep threat, physical, great hands, great at route running. Man, I love Andre Johnson. When MySpace came out, he was like my background cover for a very long time. Any chance I got on franchise mode to throw Andre Johnson a deep pass, I chucked that shit hard as I could, even when I had David Carr, because obviously I had to play as the Houston Texans because that's where he got drafted. And then I saw an Eagles game, Donovan McNabb and Brian Westbrook, Cowboys, and this is their Super Bowl year. Remember, so 2004 is when it all started. So I saw them and instantly became a fan. The game, the NFC Championship game against the Falcons. I think that'll be a game I'll never forget. Because the Falcons were a favorite going into that game. The Eagles were a heavy underdog, and we beat them, and we went on to the Super Bowl. And ever since then, I was just a fan, even though we lost that Super Bowl. And I went to my first game in 2012 when the Eagles came to Dallas at that time. It was when Deshaun Jackson did that little dance to the end zone when he backward trotted into the end zone and stuff like that. That was my first game with my mom. So I'm curious to know how you guys became a fan. Where you at, man? How did you become a fan? Who's your favorite player that got you on? Let's talk about it. A topic we all care about is, can the Philadelphia Eagles be a top team in the NFC? Technically, to be a good team, we got to make the playoffs. And to make the playoffs, you technically have to be a top 7 team in your conference, because only 14 teams go to the playoffs every year. So whether we win second place in our division, like we did in 2018 when Dallas swept us and we still end up going to the division playoffs, or we actually win our division like we did in 2019 and 2017 to go on to a Super Bowl and or a playoff run. Can we be a top 7 team in our conference? Well, I do that in my train of thinking that I kind of like to call, that I've been using since I was in school, called process of elimination. And this is my typical train of thinking when I think about the Eagles being a top 7 team in the conference. So let's name the teams who are already better than us. Okay, we got Tampa Bay, who just won Super Bowl last year. They're automatically number 1 in the NFC. Number 2 if you're a Green Bay fan. Okay, so we got Tampa Bay, Green Bay, both interchangeable. We got the LA Rams. Okay, we got the Seattle Seahawks. Top spot, man. Number 5 probably have to be New Orleans, because they just have our number every year. I mean, except last year when Jalen Hurts beat him in his first start, something that Carson Wentz, aka that Colts QB, who we're not going to mention, couldn't do in his career. But I'm still going to give the Saints their respect, that number 5 team, who are probably better than us, because Sean Payton, he's a very good coach, and definitely better than Nick Sirianni, who's never coached. So number 6, that's tough. Number 6, I would have to say either Minnesota or, Minnesota or some team at the NFC West, man. Y'all drop y'all comments, and man, y'all let me know. But then number 7 is going to have to be somebody from our division, because y'all know going into this next year, everybody's going to start counting the NFC East teams out. They're going to start already overlooking us because apparently we're the worst division, despite us having the most rings and you know, each team having a ring in the division. But y'all let me know y'all's thoughts, man. How do we fare in the NFC? Are we top 7? Are we bottom of the league? Y'all let me know in the comments.